Hi friends, I'm Parvez from Geek Scholars, and this is our second video in Django web development. So in this video we're going to talk about creating apps in Django. So first of all, what are apps? Now Django apps are one of the best features in Django. So we can say that Django apps are used to group application functionality. Now what are the difference between Django apps and also Django project? Now if you see the Django documentation, what's the difference between a project and an app? Now an app is a web application that does something. For example, a weblog system, a database of public records, or a small pool app. Now a project is a collection of configuration and apps for a particular website. Now a project can contain multiple apps. You can create 10, 15, or whatever you want. You can create apps for a Django project. Now let me just say an example. For example, you want to build a news website. Now the news website, you will have, for example, a section for sport news, a section for health news, a section for contact, and a section, for example, for about me. Now for every section you can create a separate app. Now for example, we will have a separate app for the health news. We will have a separate app for example, for the, if you have a technology news, we will have an app for the technology news. We will have an app for the contact us. We will have an app for the for example, for the about me. Now you can gather these all apps and it will create a project that's called news website. Now this is the idea for the app. Now you can use so let me show you that how you can create app. So you can just use start app, and after that you need to give the app name, for example, whatever you want. For example, start app, for example, about me, or start app, for example, health news, or start app pools, or start app tech news. Whatever you want, you can just give it. So now let's create our first app in Django. So we are going to use this pools app. Because we want to learn Django using the Django documentation. Now this is my project from the previous video. So the first thing I need to change directory to my site. So this is my project that I have already created. So after this, now we can use Python manage.py, and after that we need to use start app. So start app, and after that you need to give your app name. So in here you can see Python manage.py, start app, and pools. So we are going to just give it pools. Okay, now our Django app is created, and now if we see, okay, so you can see that in our project we have another folder that's called pools. So it is the app that we have created. So you can create as many apps as you want. For right now we are just creating one app. So now if you open the app, the pools folder or your app, you can see that we have different files in here. So we have a migrations folder. It is used for databases, so for database migrations. We will talk about this when we create our databases, our database models. We have an init.py, so it's just empty Python file, and so this is admin.py, and it's one of the important files. And right now we are not going to talk about this more, about this admin.py more. So using the admin.py you can register your database models in here. So, and this is our apps.py, so it's used for the app configuration. And another file that we will mostly use this file, so it's models.py. So this is the place that you can create your database models, and we will work on this file in the further videos. This is test tests.py, and it's used for creating our test cases. And at the end we have views.py. It's also one of the important files, and it's the place that we are going to create our views in here. So we will talk about this in this video. So now also in this video we will talk about the URL configuration in Django. For right now, if you see, this is our Django. We have already created project, and you can see that we have the Django default page. Now we want to change this with our custom page view. So for this, we need to create a view. Now all views are created in the views.py file. Now, so views are nothing but it's just Python functions. So for example, if you want to create index view, we can just say div index, and after that we need to add request in here, request. And for right now, I'm going to just in here I need to import HTTP response. So for right now we are not going to talk about the templates, and we want to just return. So we want to return HTTP response, and we can just say hello from Geeks Coders. Alright guys, now we have created our view at name of index. So it's just nothing but it's just a Python function, and we are going to just return an HTTP response of hello from Geeks Coders. Now right now, if we refresh this, you can see that we are receiving just our Django default page. Now after creating of the view, you need to map a URL to this view. So now we need to create a URL for this index view. Now if you see our project my site, we have a urls.py in here, so it is the main URL. So let me just remove these comments from here. So now you can see that this is our urls.py file, and it's located on our main project of my site. Now for right now we have just a path of URL. It's just for admin. Right now we don't know about admin. We will talk about this in the later videos, but right now we have just one URL pattern in here. Now there are two ways that you can map a URL to view. So the first way is that you can directly do that in your main urls.py that's located in the my site. So it's not good to do in this way. I will show you. So first let me just show you in this way. Now in here the first thing is we need to import. So we can just say from pools, we want to from pools.views, we want to import our index. Okay. Now after this in here we can just say path, and in here you can add the index in this section, and also you can give name for this. So for example, we can just give it a name of index. Now if I check this, so now let me just so if we see, okay, now let me just say from pools.views import index, and if I refresh this, yeah, now it's working, and let me just run this. Okay, now you can see that we are receiving hello from Geeks Coders. Now this was the first way, and it's not recommended that you do it like this. Now the second way is that you can create a new urls.py in your pools app. So in here I'm going to create a urls.py. So let me just create a urls.py. Okay, so this is my urls.py. So this is the urls.py that's located in my site, and this is the urls.py that's located in my pools app. Now I'm going to just copy these codes from my main urls.py and add this in the pools urls.py. I don't need this in here, and I'm going to just remove this at main. Also, I want to remove this. Okay, now in here we need to import our this view, so it's index, and we need to just import this in here. So we can just say from dot views we are going to import our index. Now this is our URLs, and this is our path, it's our index, and this is the name. Now we need to just add this urls.py in our main main site urls.py. So we need to just add this in here. We need to include this. So I'm going to remove this from here, and so in here I need to import include, and in this section I can just say path, and we want to just give it index, and in here we want to include this URLs. So it's located in the pools app, pools dot, and the file name is dot urls. So now let me just, okay, now refresh this. Now if I refresh my file, you can see that we are receiving the same result. Now let me change, now we are going to close this my site urls.py. Now if I change this, right now it's index, now if I change this to index, and now let me, okay, now if I refresh this, you will see that we are receiving error. So you can see that it's telling that URL conf defined in my site.urls. Django tried these URL patterns at main and also index that we have created. Now if I change this to index, you can see that we are receiving hello from Geekscoder. So like this you can work with the URLs and also apps in Django. If you have any question, please let me know, and for the further videos please subscribe to my channel, like the video, and also share the video.